Hello, hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to the 12 Days of Christmas video series. It is Saturday, December 6th, 2025, and I'm so happy you are here. We are unboxing a new gift today and sharing a new sneak peek today from the upcoming January Stampin' Up! Release. This particular bundle that I'm showcasing is from the January through April 2026 mini catalog, but we're also going to be working in some online exclusives a little bit as well over the course of this 12-day video series. Each day, the basis of the video is unboxing a gift from my 12 Days of Christmas gift box, and then incorporating that gift with a sneak peek to create a new project. We are halfway through our series today. I can't believe it's going so fast. We're going to have daily videos every day at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time from today, tomorrow, and all through next Friday, December 12th. I originally had planned to pre-record the video, and so I think the live is not necessarily spread its word out there yet, so I changed that kind of last minute. I don't see a lot of you joining me live, but I hope that you guys will enjoy the replay of today's video. I'm excited about today's project. I am casing another project from the mini catalog. Casing again means copy and share everything, or I like to say copy and selectively edit. And so I am going to put my own little twist on the project from today. I'm changing a few colors, but also just changing up and showing a technique that I think is really kind of fun today. So let's dig in and get started. I'm so happy to see you guys joining me. Oh my gosh, a blizzard in Colorado, Sherry. I'm so sorry. Here I am complaining about my 10 inches of snow in central Illinois, and it's nothing compared to what you normally get. I am just over winter. I think I said that in another video. But today's project has some pretty, I wouldn't call them wintry colors. I mean, they're wintry colors, but I'm using some leaves today, and I guess that's not really a winter kind of a thing. But let's open up today's gift. If you haven't seen your day 6 gift, you may choose to come back later and watch the replay, because I'm about to spoil the surprise. Today's gift isn't sealed, so I am going to open it up and show you what's inside. It's in a larger package, and it's relatively big. The size of a catalog almost. Do you have any guesses? Today's gift is a Stampin' Pierce mat. This little gizmo is the perfect gadget to go with yesterday's gift. It's not a gadget or a gizmo, but it is the perfect thing to go with yesterday's gift, the Take Your Pick tool. The Stampin' Pierce mat is designed for piercing. I like to have 2 different mats. So I have one for the piercing. Poke, poke, poke. If you're poking through your cardstock, the Stampin' Pierce mat will protect your surface. But it's also really great for other techniques, including just a protective layer for stamping. Photopolymer stamps do not have the foam that rubber stamps do, and so sometimes you need a little extra cushion to get a nice crisp image. And so it's always good, especially if you have a work surface that is not as sturdy. So if you're using a card table or something like that where there's a lot of give, you might not get a great stamp image. So using the Stampin' Pierce mat, the foam pad underneath, will give you a better image with your photopolymer stamps. So I like to have one for piercing that can be all pokey, and I like to have one that's clear that won't have any bumps when I'm stamping. I'm going to use this one today for our technique, and I'm going to use that Take Your Pick tool. I'm going to switch out the heads though, and I'm going to use the stylus for today's project. So I'm going to slide that in, lock it in place. The stylus has 2 different tips. There's a larger one and a smaller one. And for the most part, I'm going to use the larger one on today's project. And the lid does fit on both attachments. So if you want to have your lids, if you're traveling, always good to kind of cover that up, but it does cover both of them. So today's project, we are showcasing a new bundle from the mini catalog. I'm really excited about this one, and I don't know if that gave you a hint or not, but it is a leafy bundle from the mini catalog. It's not part of a suite, but it does have another coordinating product. Today, I'm showcasing the Greenery Lane bundle, which includes stamps and dies, and it has coordinating washi tape. This is another wide washi tape. It's about 3.5 inches. And I say another one because if you're familiar with Stampin' Up! Products, we have a wide washi tape that is in the annual catalog that has flowers. So the new one is about 1/2 inch wider, maybe a 1/4 inch wider. And instead of the colorful flowers, this one focuses on leaves. The colors here are garden green, maybe some cloud cover in here, a little pretty peacock, Lost Lagoon kind of vibe. And it does have coordinating dies. Now this washi tape has one die. That die cuts all of the images at the same time. This one has several different dies. So that is a big difference. Not sure how I feel about that. You'll have to line up each individual die to die cut your images, which means that you'll have to use them more than once. Like you'll have to send it through more than once because you don't have doubles of the dies. So I think that's kind of fun that it has the dies that coordinate with the washi tape. But I do want you to know that they are individual dies, and it also has large dies that die cut detailed images as well as some of the flowers. So actually these little flowers would also coordinate with the washi tape flowers, and they coordinate with the stamp set. So we got a 2-step stamp set here with an outline and then the part that would color in. It includes some sentiments: wishing you well, here for you, love and hugs, and thank you. Tell me what you think about the Greenery Lane. I was kind of on the fence, and then I was just like, well, I'm gonna get it. One of the reasons, and this is like always the case for me, is that when I saw the samples in the catalog, I was like, okay, I'm seeing the vision. So I'm on pages 56 and 57 of that January through April catalog, and I am going to copy one of the cards in the catalog. Now, I think that they applied the washi tape to white cardstock. I decided to bring in some vellum for my project, and the vellum is part of the November online exclusives. We had vellum before, and vellum is back. The thing I like about the Stampin' Up! Vellum is that it is more of a, like almost a cardstock weight. It is not like the flimsy, delicate vellum that you might see on a wedding invitation. This definitely has a cardstock kind of quality to it, and so it's going to be perfect for our technique and stand up really nicely on our card. So I've got a piece of vellum that is 3¼ inches by 5½ inches, a card base that is garden green, it's 5½ by 8½ and a 2-inch Lost Lagoon circle. I chose these colors based on the washi tape. They're actually opposite of the sample in the catalog. The sample in the catalog has Lost Lagoon and a garden green circle, but I decided to switch it up a little bit. So first things first, I'm going to take the washi tape and I'm going to apply it. What is that? A little loose thing sticking to washi tape. I'm going to apply the washi tape to the vellum, and I chose vellum specifically for this technique because it is a little bit see-through. You could also use window sheets or, like I said, white cardstock. You can also just use the washi tape as is and die cut it like as a sticker. I find that it's just a little flimsy to try to peel off when you're die cutting. So I like to add it to something, and typically I've done cardstock, and here are a couple cards I made with the flower washi tape, and then I just kind of added them to the card in different ways. And I like it because it's not sticky and you can keep all your extras. Like if you die cut a whole bunch at once, you can keep all your extras and they aren't sticking to each other. So the vellum provides that same opportunity. I'm going to take my scissors and just trim the extra off of the vellum. I purposely put this design so that there was like the empty space kind of in the middle, because that's where I'm going to add my embellishments. But I want to zhuzh up. I want to add a little something to this vellum piece. It's looking awesome, but it's a little bit flat. And so I'm going to bring in my Pierce pad and my stylish from my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm turning it over to add some texture. And essentially, I'm just going to lightly color, and I say lightly because you can poke through the vellum. I'm going to lightly kind of push down on the vellum and color the back side of the image. And so what this is going to do is kind of push through to the front and create some texture. And I think it's so hard to see on the camera. I don't know that it comes across very well, but essentially, like, I'm embossing the vellum and creating a texture on the card. So we're going to go through and do that for all of the leaf images. And then on my sample, I also ended up doing it on the flower centers that are all over the washi tape. And I think it just makes it so pretty to have that extra little texture. And the flowers, I think it shows up a little more because you can see that like white through the center. Whereas on this, we've got color on the other side. And so that texture, I don't know, does it come through very well? Can you guys see? That's right, Sherry, recognizing the card. I love that washi tape. I haven't used it a lot since it first came out. I feel like I'm always like trying to showcase the newer things, but I love, love, love the washi tape that you can die cut. And so I was excited about this one. And especially doing some fun techniques, a little bit different with this one. So putting it on the vellum. Now you could do this maybe on the white, but the problem with the white cardstock is you're not going to be able to see through. The vellum has some transparency that allows you to see where you need to rub. And the window sheet, I've never tried this with window sheet. Like, I don't know. I feel like window sheet isn't as soft as the vellum, so I just don't know how that would turn out. But the vellum embosses really nicely and allows for that texture to be added. There's kind of that blank space there. So you can see it really well on the back side, and on the front, it does add, again, it's just hard to see on camera, but it does add some texture there. I'm going to switch it out. I think maybe not. I'm going to just try to do some of these other flowers. They're harder to see because they're like cloud cover, so I'm lifting it up a little bit to catch the light to see where I need to go, and I'm just doing like one little circle in the center. And on that you can see it a little bit better. So here it is without and here it is with, so you can see that little white dot in the center. And like I said, you do have to be careful. If you use too much pressure, you will poke right through the vellum, because I did that. That's how I know. In fact, I would swap it out, but my other one is a little bit torn. So I'm just going to finish this really quick, adding little dots in the middle of the flowers. Okay, I think I got them all. I do have one that's flat to kind of show you, and maybe here you can kind of see the difference a little bit more in how the texture does add. I don't know, is it showing up? Can you tell the difference? It's really cool. I think the texture is just really lovely in person. Okay, so then we're going to do some stamping. And like I said, the stamps do coordinate with the dies and the washi tape. And I suppose you could stamp the images on the washi tape because of the washi tape like texture, you would probably want to like emboss or use a stays-on ink. I'm not sure if the regular ink would wipe off of the washi tape, so you have to be kind of careful of that. So let me get out a piece of white cardstock. I forgot to do that. I don't want this one. This is for the inside. Here we go. Well, I tore it, but we are going to do some stamping now with the coordinating images from Greenery Lane. And I'm going to stamp the large image in Secret C. And I'm going to stamp the outline of this other one in Secret C. And then I'm going to stamp, while I've got that open, I'm going to stamp the circle. This is a 2-inch Lost Lagoon circle. I'm going to stamp the sentiment for our card, which says, "Here for you," also in Secret C. I need to make sure I've got Secret C re-inker because I think it's time to re-ink. Now I'm going to do the two-step, bringing in, it sounds like I'm dancing. I'm going to do the two-step. I'm going to do the two-step image now and bring in some of the garden green. So this is going to layer over and we get that multicolor image. Two-step is my favorite. It's such an easy way to color in your image. And because I'm already late for lunch, I am going to do Magic of TV with the coordinating dies and die cut those out. So I use these dies here to die cut the images. So I've got 2 small leaves, 1 large leaf, and then the "Here for You" circle. And I'm going to put these together on my garden green card base. This is for the inside, and let's just do that really quick because I always forget. Like, I clean the stamps and I put them away. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that when I, before I put the stamps away, and then I don't, I forget. So I'm just gonna do it right now. And then my inside will be ready to go and it will be coordinating and cute. Inspired by the catalog, I'm going to bring in some twine, and this is the Essentials Baker twine pack. I almost never use these other colors. It comes with black, crumb cake, white, vanilla, and gray granite. And I think that there's more of like the white in there than some of the other colors, but like I almost never use gray granite, and I'm pretty sure this is the color they used as the sample. And so I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm going to use some of the twine to wrap around the card and create a bow. Boop. And so hopefully I got long enough piece. I'm gonna tie a bow. And trim my ends. Now the vellum is tricky to attach to the card base. So I'm gonna be very strategic with my adhesive. I'm thinking that I will try to put adhesive like under the colored leaves. I don't know, is liquid glue the best choice for vellum? We'll find out. Maybe I should have used Stampin' Dimensionals because I have the twine on there. I think I just need to stick it down a little extra longer. Just kind of hold it down. Oh, I'm looking at your comments. I'm so glad you can see the texture that it comes through. I was worried that you couldn't see it on camera, but it is really lovely in person to have that like little extra texture on the card. I think it's just like a little extra step that makes it special. I just realized that I didn't pull out embellishments, but what are they using? They've got some green sparkly embellishments on their card. I'm going to have to pull out and see what I can find. First, I'm going to look at the new ones. No, that's not the right color. I think they use these. These are the Sparkle Dot Essentials, and it has a pink and garden green and secret sea. Okay. Actually that is looking good. I think is it going to stay down? I'll have to report back tomorrow and let you know if the adhesive comes up. We are going to layer our elements now. We've got this, we've got the large die cut stamped leaf. And I'm going to add that with a little bit of regular adhesive. I'm going to add the circle with Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'll tuck in some of these. I think I'll also use a dimensional under each one. Oops. It helps to take the backing off. So we got our green, we've got our Lost Lagoon color in there, and we're going to add some embellishments. I'm kind of torn here. In the catalog, they used the garden green, but oh, look at that. There's also Pretty in Pink. This looks like Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, Garden Green, and Secret Sea. So the sample in the catalog used garden green, but I kind of like bringing in that dark blue. What do you guys think? Should I use green or blue embellishments for this card? I was thinking green, but I kind of like bringing the blue back in. Now the Secret Sea color is not in the, it's not in the washi tape at all, but I just brought it in as a darker color and I've used it several times, so I think it's good. And honestly, I used the darker blue, but it almost looks green on the card. I think that was the right choice. All right, what do you think? This is my first card using the new Greenery Lane bundle with the coordinating washi tape. Oh, there's my gondolas from yesterday. I'm excited about this new bundle. I can't wait to play a little bit more. I hope that you feel inspired by the card idea that I shared today. And whether or not you can get this now as a demonstrator, or if you're waiting until January, I hope that I've inspired you to add this bundle and the washi tape to your wish list. And if you don't get the bundle, I hope that you feel inspired by the idea of using washi tape on vellum and adding a little texture with your stylus. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future card making videos. Tomorrow is going to be a busy day. We have Sunday stamping with Susan and Julie at noon and 12:30 Central Time. And then right after Mom's video, we'll be right back here with 12 Days of Christmas Day 7 and another sneak peek. I can't wait to share with you. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to stamping with you again tomorrow. Until then. Bye, everybody.